Well, welcome back everyone, Mariah Monetize here. In today's video, we're gonna go over the price of Bitcoin and some very interesting information that is coming out in the economic world, all things that we should definitely be aware of. But before we get started, let's talk about the supposed $10 million that Alex Mashinsky withdrew from Celsius just before Celsius closed its doors and no longer allowed us to withdraw. So backing up here, we have a little bit more information suggesting that he may have withdrew a large amount of money to pay for taxes, but that he then started adding more to his account. But here's the thing. All of that will probably be disclosed in the court documents, so it's better to just wait and see exactly what that timeline was before calling him a complete and total dirtbag. So let's go ahead and take a look here at some interesting things here. Big miss on US job openings. Job openings in private sector declined by 1 million in August. That is the most since April of 2020 when the world was locked down. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. No need to worry at all. Elon Musk offers to proceed with the Twitter acquisition deal for the original price of $44 billion, Bloomberg reports. And here's a really interesting one. Just in, Ray Dalio, founder of Bridgewater, the world's largest hedge fund, has resigned. That's kind of scary in my personal opinion that he has made that move with the current timing of things. I mean, as a whole, I think we're going to see markets decline pretty significantly. I mean, this might be a little positive bounce in the right direction, but who knows how long it's going to last. So let's go and take a look at the price of Bitcoin. So we can see here on the 7-day chart, I am looking for that green crossing over the red. I don't think it's going to happen soon, but we are in the territory of it happening in the next 6 months or so. So I'm keeping a close eye on that particular chart. Very interesting. We've seen a bump on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently sitting at $20,208. This right here is the daily chart on Bitcoin. You could see it flirting here with this moving average. I think there's a possibility that it's going to get rejected from that, but we shall see. If Bitcoin does break above here, I would likely anticipate some resistance here. And then we see this moving average all the way up here at about $27,800. So the fact that this green 2 is trading above the green 1 is a positive sign, but we saw the green 3 trading above the green 2 back over here on September 29th and 30th, and that didn't pan out to be too much. So when you kind of back up a little bit, you can see here the Bitcoin has struggled to get over that particular moving average. And if you want to add these to your personal chart, it's a 50, 100, and 200 DMA. Well, let's go ahead and take a closer look on Bitcoin. This right here is a 12-hour chart. Bitcoin has made a higher high. If you're looking in relation to this particular candle, it has not made a higher high in relation to those candles. As you could see here, it is breaking through that moving average. It has wicked above it, waiting to see if it'll close above it. We have about 4 hours left here on the 12-hour chart on this particular candle. Because Bitcoin is just right there. That moving average is just kind of knocking it down on all time frames, as you can see here. The 4-hour kind of looks like it's set for a bit of a pullback. So we might see Bitcoin pull back, try to make a higher high. It doesn't, it's, as you can see here on all these time frames, it is really seeing a lot of pressure here, a lot of selling pressure at that particular DMA. And this is a 30-minute chart. Bitcoin has made a higher high on the 30-minute chart, so we will see if it'll continue to do so. I am not entering any positions here. That might change tomorrow, but as of now, I am continuing to stay patient. Ethereum currently sitting at 1354. Let's look at Ethereum's charts and see if we're seeing anything different here. So this right here is a daily chart on Ethereum, and when you back up to Bitcoin's daily chart, you can see that, and this is something that I typically don't trade, but it could be a sign that this green moving average crossed over the red, and over here on Ethereum, it hasn't quite done so yet. Bitcoin is leading the way. Bitcoin is leading the way in this particular scenario. This is the 12-hour chart here, which has not made a higher high on Ethereum. So like I said, Ethereum is slightly weaker here than Bitcoin. This is a 4-hour chart looking like it's going to cool off a bit. Let's take a look at the 1 hour here on Ethereum, looking to make a higher high. See in the next 7 to 12 hours if it could get above the high of this candle right here, which is 1365. We have gold sitting at 1725. Coinbase sitting at 74.49. I also saw something about people having issues trying to withdraw from Coinbase. I'm not sure if that was solved. I've been telling you guys for a while, take your funds off of Coinbase. So that's something to take into consideration there. You don't want to be the last one trying to get your funds off and there's no money left. I personally have taken off all my funds off of Coinbase. HNT sitting at 526. Filecoin sitting at 560, DOT sitting at 649. So what do we see here? We saw majors up as well. S&P was up quite significantly today, as you could see here on the daily chart. So when you kind of look at SPY versus, this right here is a daily chart on SPY. We head back over to Bitcoin on the daily chart, similar of, the crossover, the green crossing over the red, as well as, the 2 candle green 2 trading above the green 1. Let's go and take a look. Tesla took a huge hit yesterday, recovered a little bit today. As you can see, it gapped down quite significantly. I think marijuana stocks were all up. The markets were up in general across the board today. Those are not marijuana stocks. These are marijuana stocks. As you can see, the majority of stocks were up. Tilray closing in here at $3, and it was up on the day as well. So all markets were pretty much up today for the most part. We saw a lot of green across the board. I'm curious to see how the rest of the week plays out. So that is all that I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.